It's Friday, and that means it's 702 Unplugged.
I mean, it is Friday and it's time for 702 Unplugged. In studio, we have WeezyJay. Now, guys, just total disclaimer. Firstly, I mean, I love my hip hop. So when I think of the name WeezyJay, I think of Lil Wayne. I think of all of that stuff. Talk to us about the name WeezyJay.
Well, I mean, it doesn't half of our genre is hip hop. So we literally just took our names and smashed it together. Warren is Weezy and I am Jay.
And you're Jay.
And that's what we did.
Yeah. And you guys used to be session musicians for other acts.
Yeah, geez, we played with plenty of people. We produced albums for a lot of other guys. But we just realized one day that, hey, why don't we make our own music? Everyone's enjoying the radio play, enjoying the gigs. So why don't we do it for ourselves?
and just that step from being playing for a lot of different artists as session musicians and making your own music, because now you get to determine the genre you want to make. Now you get to be in control of your sound and all. What was that all? What's that transition been like?
It's good. So it's a completely different thing to the session world. So I think it's more pressure as well, because now you're not relying on an artist or anything like that. You become the brand. So that has been the most stressful thing, I think. But it is very rewarding because it's your music. You're creating something. You're involved in all the creative processes, which is really cool. So yeah, it's a good journey, but it is definitely a lot more pressure on you to make things happen.
Yeah. And just that transition, because when people talk about the music industry in South Africa, you either have a fantastic experience or not so great experience, right? Just because now when you're in control of your music more, there are more costs that come into it. You're now paying for the sessions instead of being paid for them and so forth. What has the business transition been like and the financial transition?
I think we kind of built ourselves up and set ourselves up in a way that would allow us to be creative. For example, we own our own production studio. We own our own video facilities, and so it just to create the space where we can create our own content instead of relying or waiting for a record label to kind of say, here's the funds, go to studio and do your thing. And it just makes the creative process even better if there's no financial pressure when it comes to creating the content.
All right, it is 702 Unplugged, and so it's all about the music. Are you guys ready for the first song? Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, the first song is called Come Alive. We released it 2 months ago, so we'll be jamming an acoustic version of that, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome to 702 Unplugged.
I don't need a reason, I don't have a time to fall for your believe in your lie. I see the future shining bright, defeated my demons, let go of the pain to come alive. No more emotional, no more delusional, I am in control as I come alive. No more emotional, no more delusional, I am in control as I come alive. I cannot complain, I cannot complain. If you're in my way, I will set you straight. I got everything, I got everything. Whoa, 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 as I come alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm guilty of falling, so you think I'm weak. I dig through my rubble, I'm rising above defeat. Hope for redemption as I look for a sign. I see the future as I come alive. Hey. No more emotional, no more delusional, I am in take control as I come alive. No more emotional, no more delusional. I'll make control as I come alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As I come alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I come alive on the highest mountain, in the deepest seas, in narrow streets. I come alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As I come alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I come alive. I come alive.
That's WeezyJay. They are our band for 702 Unplugged this Friday. Gentlemen, I'd like to ask you just something else with regards to influences musically. What would you say your musical influences are?
I think between Jermaine and I, it's different. But for example, I love country music. Jermaine always laughs at me about that, and he rips me about that all the time. But it's very different, but at the same time, we have a lot of the same influences. So, which I think is good, especially for a project coming together. We kind of take both of our influences, and I give input for what I like, and then Jermaine will put his input in. And together, I think with those influences combining, that's essentially what becomes our original music. So it's a good thing that we got different genres as well. And at the same time, we'll have a lot of stuff where he'll play me something, I'm like, dude, love it. And then I'll play him something, except for the country stuff. Otherwise,
you're like, that never happened.
But I say it's a 50-50, which is a good balance.
And then just before we get you to play two songs back to back, because it is all about the music, in terms of performing, that's a huge thing for any kind of artist in South Africa. Are there enough venues where this happens at all? What are your thoughts around that?
Sure. There's definitely a lack of venues. I mean, if you look back in the day and you speak to a lot of old school musos, basically in Johannesburg, there will be a line of clubs. So there definitely is a lack of venues, there's a lack of events, mainly in the English market as well. I mean, if you look at the Afrikaans market, where I play a lot and I session a lot in those areas, there's just stuff happening all the time. So I definitely think in terms of the English music scene, there definitely needs more venues and more sport, more events, and that's something we definitely need to see, in my opinion.
702 Unplugged. Don't miss a beat.
I keep on messing up, I keep on giving in. I don't have the answers, where do I begin? Mama was a singer, Daddy spoke the word, told me about a kingdom, but I was lost in the world. Tell me all about my failures, all of my feels, all my broken promises cannot keep. I think of my hometown and I weep. All the broken hearts I left in this street. Move away to the city, forget till it's gone. Build it all up, move up and move on. One step forward and I'm falling back. Life's too short, forgive and forget. Why do I even care of your opinion? Why do I even shed my tears? Moving on is the best in my opinion. Tears are gone, so are all of my fears. I keep on messing up, I keep on giving in. I don't have the answers, where do I begin? Mama was a singer, Daddy spoke the word, told me about a kingdom, but I was lost in the world. Hey, no one ever told me, no one ever told me, no one ever showed me, no one ever showed me. Give me passion, never give me phony. Never give me I'm super ultra holy. Hey, started from the bay, now I'm in the gold. I'm married to my bay, I be getting old. I'm so tired of the fake. I'm so done. Why do I even care of your opinion? Why do I even shed my tears? Moving on is the best in my opinion. Tears are gone, so are all of my fears. I keep on messing up, I keep on giving in. I don't have the answers, where do I begin? Mama was a singer, Daddy spoke the word. Told me about a kingdom, but I was lost in the world. I keep on messing up, I keep on giving in. I don't have the answers, where do I begin? Mama was a singer, Daddy spoke the word. Told me about a kingdom, but I was lost in the world. I was lost in the world, lost in the world. I was lost in the world, lost in the world. We got one more song we want to do, and it's called I Am.
702 Unplugged. Don't miss a beat.
Pressure when I'm young, emotion growing cold. Stuck in a routine, this is getting old. I want out, I want out. Lately I've been told, medicate self, numbing who I am, just to gain wealth. I want out, I want out. I'm afraid of losing you, I'm afraid of choosing to being the person that I am. Hiding my identity, keeping you close to me, losing myself for you I am. Never follow crowds, never follow crowds. Roll less travel is the perfect route. Never follow crowds, never follow crowds. Roll less travel is the perfect route. Lately I've been told, medicate self, numbing who I am, just to gain wealth. I want out, I want out. I am weak, but not as weak as you want me to be. I am weak, but not as weak as you want me to be. I'm afraid of losing you, I'm afraid of choosing to being the person that I am. Hiding my identity, keeping you close to me, losing myself for you I am. Pressure when I'm young, pressure when I'm young, pressure when I'm young. I'm afraid of losing you, I'm afraid of choosing to being the person that I am. Hiding my identity, keeping you close to me, losing myself for you I am.
Alrighty, WeezyJay, we still have time to have a bit of a conversation with you. Just in terms of breaking out with genres that are not seen as traditional, say, South African genres and everything, what have the challenges been where that's concerned?
Primarily, we are rock and hip hop mixed together. The mainstream in South Africa has changed quite a bit. It's gone, and then it's house, and so for us to kind of fit into that has been a challenge. But we're hoping that people can listen to it and gravitate to the emotional side of the music as opposed to just the kick and the snare that you hear.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And actually, when you speak about the emotional side, I can hear in your music the stories are quite they're quite deep. They seem a little bit personal. I think it was Drake who famously people were like, "Don't date Drake, don't date Drake because he's gonna write about you."
Or don't date Taylor Swift.
Exactly. Or don't date Taylor Swift. So you guys put a lot of your own personal experiences into the lyrics that you write.
Yeah, that's right. I just find that it becomes more, authentic, the more raw that you are, and when you open yourself up to people, I think they appreciate that more.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think country music is known traditionally for telling these great stories, and people just leave their hearts out there. It's like,
oh yeah.
And just in terms of where you see yourselves going as a band, like what are your hopes where that's concerned? Any people in South Africa that you're hoping to kind of collaborate with?
So we were very fortunate to collaborate with two amazing artists. One was Reason and the other guy was Zubs Laletta. So we had them on two of our tracks.
Yeah.
And so that's where the marriage of hip hop and pop rock comes in. But we really see ourselves as a band that churns out a lot of good music, a lot of good videos, not necessarily play every gig. We want to be more exclusive. We're not really hungry to do the pub gigs. We want to do the massive festival gigs, but it takes time to build up to that. And so we're quite patient, and we're happy to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think Jermaine and I have spoken about that a lot. Is just staying true to what it is, and what we do. Like we've had a lot of opportunities where, hey, maybe you can go that route or go that route to become big or become famous, but that's really a goal of Jermaine and myself, is to carry on being true to yourself and doing the music you want to do through the project.
And I like the combination when you mentioned Reason and Zubs, because they're really amazing, and they also perform really well with bands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So now I just in if people want to be able to find out more about your band, what are your social media handles, like all of that, like share with us.
Yeah, so obviously on Instagram it's at WeezyJay Band.
And WeezyJay's WeezyJay's WeezyJay.
Yes, the proper gangster spelling.
The proper gangster spelling. Yeah,
I get that all the time. It's like, damn. It's funny, like when you mention the name, everyone starts talking to you in like a gangster tone. It's like, dude, seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
But Facebook, Instagram, the website, WeezyJay.com. We have the stuff up there as well. But we're most active on Instagram and Facebook. So
and today we released our second single called Pressure featuring Zubs Laletta.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful song. It is on all social media platforms, and the music video's out as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how the music videos also are quite a big thing, yeah?
It is. It's massive. We always want to attach a music video to our songs, so we pretty much focused not on albums but on single records or single tracks, and we pretty much pour everything into that.
And you guys are doing this independent, or?
We are signed to Just Music record label.
Okay.
They've been absolutely fantastic.
That's awesome.
Supporting us, and but we are fortunate to have these facilities to create videos and to create our content as we please. So
definitely. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It's been awesome.
Thank
Wishing
you
you the absolute best of luck with everything. I'll definitely be checking for the new song Pressure Point, you said?
Pressure by Zubs,
Pressure featuring Zubs
That's
the last
right,
letter, number 26 as we call it.
Number
Get the
20.
jokes. Sorry, okay, this is why I'm not a comedian, I'm not a rapper. Abel is like, please stop embarrassing yourself in air. But it's been fantastic. Thank you very much for coming through. Greatly appreciated, and we look forward to seeing you guys doing awesome things.
Thank you so
Pleasure.
much.
Thank you so much.